Hi my little cauliflowers, welcome to another video. Today is going to be a really good one. I have a nail art haul from Aliexpress and a few other stores like Temu and Bluestreak Crystals. A lot of these items I only buy a few times a year, but we have a ton in this video. We have crystals, foils, charms, glitters, a couple little tools. And a ton of stickers, of course, a ton of stickers. I'm so excited for this one, so buckle up, grab a treat or a coffee, a cookie, something, because this is definitely going to be a long one. Okay, so as always, we start with boring stuff first. So let me, hold on real quick. I think my lighting is a little low. There we go. So I had this idea. I have a bunch of chromes, as you guys have seen in a lot of my videos, and I found when I was doing my nails this last week, that I was having trouble picking out a chrome that would look good over, you know, the color I was doing, because I just have so many, I didn't know what color the chromes would be. So I wanted to get like a swatch book. I saw somebody else do this. I don't know who it is, but if I can find them, I'll credit them below. But a lot of nail artists have, sorry about all the noise, swatch books. So I bought this off Temu. So it's just a clear binder, and my idea, and it's got like just a few pages, but that's all you need. So my idea was to get swatchers. So I was looking for glass swatchers because they seem to be the best quality, but these said on Temu that they were glass swatch stones, but I don't know if they are. How do you guys tell? And if any of you have channels and have glass swatchers that you know are real, can you link them down below or tell me where to get them? Because I don't know if these are glass or not, or if they're plastic. But anyway, so they're little teardrops, and I like that they're in a bag so I don't have to rip them off the sticks. So my idea was to use double-sided tape and kind of swatch them. And then I have a little label maker, so I'm just going to kind of do like that. Maybe I can get 6 or 7 in a row. And then I'm going to label all the chromes, and I'm going to have a swatch book of my chromes. So this is going to be a little project I'm going to do at some point. So I'll have like a little book of all my chromes, and I can label them, so then maybe I can see what the colors are, so I don't have to like swatch them on my actual finger when I'm doing my nails. But these were supposed to be like my Easter nails, but they didn't turn out quite like I liked them, wanted them to. I mean, they're cute. I just don't like the stamping, really. Not the images or anything. It's just I don't know if I designed it very good. I like the little flower sticker, but yeah, I don't know. They're cute, though. They're meant to kind of be like hidden Easter nails. The chrome looks awesome. This is a Mayan Bee chrome, and it looks really good. But yeah, so this is my little idea to come up with kind of like a chrome swatch book. I'll show you it when I'm all done. Okay, let's do tools. So I saw this on the store. I was looking for charms, like tiny charms, and I happened to see this on this store. It was called Ali Stone Official Store. So this is a giant magnetic tool. Look how big this thing is. So when you're using magnetic polish or magnetic gel polish, you know, obviously you take the little thingies off. And then, you know, you can hold it like this. And if you hold it like this, it makes like a line, like those diagonal lines. And then if you turn it, it'll make like a straight line. If you hold it like this, it'll do like a squiggle. So it's just kind of cool. I kind of tested it. I don't know if you guys can see. Probably not the best color swatcher to use with this on this background. But so I held it like this when I was doing the swatch, and it made like a little line. I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm going to play with this more. I'll let you guys know better how it works, but so far it's pretty cool, you know, and a nice way to get your magnetic lines. I thought it was cool. So I just wanted to show you guys that, and it comes with these little covers for the magnets. So I'm going to keep playing with this and I'll let you know how it goes. Next thing I got was, let's do silicone molds. So I bought a couple silicone molds. I've hauled maybe a few before, but I still haven't gotten a chance to play with them yet. But I've just seen everybody kind of making their own charms. And since I typically like flatter, smaller charms, I thought these would be good. So these have very small, see these tiny little flowers? And I figured maybe with how much I fill them up, maybe I can make them flatter because I don't like bulky charms. So that was kind of my idea. But this one has a bunch of little flowers. You have some bigger ones, some medium ones, and then these teeny tiny ones. So excited to play with that. And then we got another one with bows. I saw one with seashells, and I want to get that one too. But here's the bow one. Hope you guys can see this. Look at all the different types of bows. There you go. You can see it better that way. So lots of different little sizes. Cute. But so how you do these is you put some gel polish in. Well, I would probably do base coat first, cure that, just so it doesn't stick. Then you put in your gel polish or glitter or any kind of like sparkly little gel that you're using. And then cure that. And then you could probably top coat it if you want to. And then you just pop it out. Yeah, I'm excited to try these and play with these. And I like that they came with this, so maybe I can keep them protected. So I'm going to keep them in these things. Okay, what should we do now? Let's do foils. This is another thing I don't buy very often is foils. So I just happened to be looking around because I noticed Daily Charm had some new foils, which I bought, and they're coming. But it just made me remember foils, and I haven't used foils in so long. I haven't bought any in months and months and months. So I just kind of went on, I think this was from the Caddy Girl store on Aliexpress. Most of the thing in the video, other than the binder, is from Aliexpress, and everything will be linked below as usual. There's a lot of individual stickers in this haul, so if there's anything I miss or couldn't fit, just let me know. If you want it, I'll send you a comment. So, and I actually did swatch these. I tried this out, but look at how cute these foils are. They're like little bows and little flowers and stars. We got some little bears. So let me show you how much you get. So not a huge amount, but it's enough to definitely do a few nails. So I don't know, maybe a foot's worth each one. And look at these cute little bears. And what I love about foils like this is you can cut whichever part you want and just use the part that you want, and you have so many choices. Look at how cute. So just goes on and on, same one over and over again. The only thing about foils is they're a pain in the butt to roll back up again. So I usually just roll them. When I get about halfway, I'll kind of tighten it again. And then roll again. Rolly, 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 rolly. Tighten again. And then just try to drop them in the box face down. And if they flip up like that, just you can roll them. I think I'm rolling the wrong way. Okay, whatever. I will fix this later. But yeah, super cute. So let me show you the swatch. Give you guys an idea of how to do this before I show you the other one. So this was, I think that one. But look. I think my lights are now too bright. So to give you an idea of how I did this real quick. So I just used the Mocha nail art foil glue. You want to get some kind of glue like this because it's really sticky. And then you take your nail or your client or your tip if you're doing press-ons, whatever you want, and you paint a base color under if you want. I used a very light pink. I think I used, this is what I used for the base. Daily Charm Feel Cute. And then, so I used a layer of this, cured it for 30 seconds. And then I put this on. You want to put it down the matte side down. I did actually try putting it down the shiny side down, and that didn't work. So matte side down. So you put it down, and it's going to be sticky, and then you can use a silicone tool or your finger. I just use my finger for this one, and you just rub, 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 rub. It'll stick to there, and then you kind of like pull it off. See if it's sticking, put it back down, rub, 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 and then slowly peel it off. And I did miss a couple points, a couple little spots in mine, so I just went back down. See, as you can see, there's a little bit still left. So you just put it back down, rub it back in, peel it back off, and then you have your foil. How cute, right? I'm definitely going to get into using these again because that was really fun, and I haven't done this in a long time. So then you just can reuse this again until you've used up the whole strip. So cool, right? So I showed you the pink ones. So then I also got these ones. Look how pretty these are. Kind of like these vintage flowers. I love these. Like, look at that one. How pretty is that? And we've got, these lights are driving me nuts today. As always, you guys know I have to keep messing with my lights the whole time. I've got to get a better setup. But yeah, you've got this nice little peachy pink one, these blue ones. I love this one. So let me give you a full shot. And these will be linked below. And then I got another one, and they had so many different kinds. Look at these ones, these pretty blue flowers. So you've got all different types of flowers. Look at these lavender ones and these really pretty blue ones. So these are all pretty much like full coverage ones. So I would always just paint like a similar color, either white or like a light blue, depending on the color you're using, and then do it on top. Just so in case you do make a mistake, that you won't show as much if you do a little bit of a base color underneath. But yeah, how pretty are these, you guys? Look at these little flowers. How cute would that be as like an accent nail? Then you could put a little bit of like glitter on top of it. Show you guys this one too. I thought this one was really pretty. Look at this one. This one kind of goes from like this design to like a green design. I don't know why they have it branded, let's say. Look at that. So you'd have to cut that out. That's a little annoying. But yeah, so it just goes from this like blue one to this green one. Pretty cool. So I am definitely going to be playing more with foils. I also have the Daily Charm ones coming. So can't wait to play with those. I'll show you guys these one more time. Aren't they pretty? Yeah. So 3 boxes of foils. Now let's do, oh my God, you guys, let's do Bluestreak crystals because I'm so excited about that. So a couple times a year, I order from Bluestreak Crystals. This shop is actually in London, England, Britain, whatever. It's over there. And they used to be one of the only stores that could still get like new Swarovskis, and they still can. You have to sign an agreement saying that you won't use their name if you're doing nail art, but you still can get Swarovskis. But there's also like Preciosa and Serenity, and they make a lot of similar crystals to what Swarovskis do. So I tend to just buy them because it's a little bit less of a pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong, I love Swarovskis. I have a million of them, and I would love to buy more of them if they make it easier. But for right now, these are fine. They're just as pretty. So like I said, I only do this like twice a year. I'll just buy the new colors that might have released over the last few months because the shipping is like $10. So I do not do this very often, but the crystals are pretty inexpensive. I think these were like, I don't know, maybe $2 to $4. Some of as the bigger they get, the more expensive, like as far as the size. So I typically get SS8, SS10, or SS12. Those are what I stick to. I don't like big crystals. I just do little ones. So let me show you guys. This is a new kind, and they had a bunch of different colors. But this is called the NHF type. So what it is it's a new style of crystal where there's actually a little star. It's going to be hard to show you, but there's actually a little star. Do you see it? Like, look at, let's see if we can open this and show you guys one, because it's so cool. When you actually look at the crystal really hard, you will see that there is like a little star in the gem. And they had a bunch of different colors. So because I wasn't really sure what it would look like, I just bought like 2 colors. So I think this was like, I just want to get like 1 or 2. Let's see if we can see it through there. So this was, yeah, Crystal AB. But let's look at this one for our example. Let's see if I can get you guys to see the star. Of course, it's not going to focus. Okay, there. Do you see? There's an actual little star in the center. Right there. So it's the way the gem is cut to make it kind of look like there's a star. But, of course, my camera's freaking out. There. There you go. See? A star. A star. How cool is that? So these are the Crystal ABs. Just regular old Crystal ABs. Maybe I should put these back. Oh, crap. All right, we're just going to leave it there. And I got 2 packs of those. I got 2 by accident. I didn't mean to do that, but maybe we'll throw this in a future giveaway since I don't really need to. And then let's look at these other colors I got. So this is size SS12 Crystal Shimmer, and this is the star one too. I love crystal shimmers. This is one of my all-time favorite colors. But I love this shop because they offer so many different types of crystals. And unfortunately, we don't really have very much in America that does that. And these were all new ones to the site. So these are Dusty Rose AB, SS8 size. So these are slightly smaller. But look how pretty these are. So they're called Dusty Rose because of that pink flip. And then it flips to like a blue, to even a yellow. Like, look at the sparkle. See, to me, these are just as pretty as Swarovski's. They're just as pretty. Okay. And then we also got the Lilac Ash AB, another new color. Oh, this is NFF too. I didn't even know this one was. Wait, is this one of the star ones? I didn't think it was, but it might be. But look how pretty. Look at that color. I love buying crystals. I don't get to do... I do think these are the star ones. Huh, I didn't even know that. But I love buying the new colors just to keep my collection up to date. So as you can see, they just have a tiny bit of like that dusky kind of purple color. I mean, to me, I was looking at this before I filmed. Like, these look pretty damn similar. So maybe you wouldn't need both. This one just has a little more of that purple, and this one goes just a tiny bit more pink. But other than that, these colors look kind of the same. This was another new color, Crystal Heliotrope. So this is just like a nice bright purple. Kind of like a cool tone purple. Really pretty. And then I got Antique Pink in size SS8. So this one was a little meh, not very exciting. But if you just needed like a darker rose gold color, this would be good. To me, it looks a little more purple than pink, but still very, very pretty. And then we got the Violet Ignite, Electric Violet Ignite. So this is one of like, it's supposed to be a neon color. And these have a different kind of coating on the back. The other ones have a silver coating. Sometimes if they say unfoiled, that means they're clear all the way through. But the violet ones kind of have like this white coating, which probably helps them keep their full color. But look at these pretty little, I don't know if I'd say they're neon purple, but they're pretty bright purple. And then this is kind of another one of that similar type. This is the Orchid Ignite, but this one isn't a neon. So this is just like a nice plum purple. No like crazy flip on these, like the shimmer flip, but just a nice plummy purple. And then I got a couple greens. So this is Preciosa's Mint Green in the smaller SS8. So just a nice pretty green would be good for Christmas or St. Patty's Day. Just a really pretty solid green. And then this one is the mint green, but the AB coating. So that's just a different coating over the crystal, which gives it a little bit of a more colorful flip. I love ABs. ABs and shimmers. I will buy every single one of them every single time. Look at the flip on these. How pretty. I wish I would have had these for St. Patrick's Day, but I ordered them a little bit after that. Look at that. Pretty. So yeah, I was really excited to show you guys the Bluestreak crystals because like I said, I really don't buy these very often, but I love crystals and they're so pretty. Oops, I shook you. So these are all the new kinds, and I wanted to show you guys that new type with the star. So pretty cool. Okay, then sticking on with the charm bandwagon. I heard in a previous video, the Devil Wears Press-Ons. I don't know if you guys watch her, Tamara. But she was looking for mini little Mocha stars. So that got me on a hunt. I don't know why, but I was like, let me see if I can find mini Mocha stars. Maybe I can help her out. So this is for you, Tamara, if you never did find them. I don't know if this is the size you were looking for, but so I went and tried to find some mini Mocha stars for you. So look how small they are. These are small. These are probably SS3 at the biggest. This is an SS3 or it's an SS2. But I love these Mocha gems. Look at how pretty these are. I don't know if I really need to cut them open, but we will, just to show you guys a few. I don't know if this dish is the best to try to get them back in when I'm done showing you. But look, we got peach. We have blue. There's like pink, blue, green, peach. And I think there's purple too. So yeah, just super tiny. Like that would even fit like on your pinky. Could probably fit two. So great size. But yeah, I'll have these linked below if anybody's been looking for mini Mocha stars. Yeah, they also had hearts, they had squares, they had circles, they had long ones, they had all kinds of shapes. And then they even had bigger packs. I think, where did I get these? What store did I get these on? I'm looking at my notes. Nail Art Factory, maybe? Maybe it was the Nail Art Factory store or the QM sticker store. But like I said, it'll be linked below exactly where I found these. But they had a whole bunch of like Mocha gems, like big containers that had a bunch of different kinds and sizes. They had single ones where you could just buy the singles. So super cool. Love these. Definitely going to use these. And then to stick with the charms, I got a couple more charms, which is another thing I don't buy that often. So the first ones I got, and once again, I was kind of looking for mini charms, small ones. So I found these little cute little flowers with like a little pearl, and they're pink. I think they also had white and maybe a blue, and they're curved. See, they're curved on the back. So let's take a look at these. Just grab like one or two. Or one. But you see the back is curved, so it would fit around your nail. Screw this. Okay, we'll do it like this. So this is just a super tiny little like 4-pointed flower. So if you had it on your nail, it would be about that size. And remember, I have super short nails, especially this finger. So how cute is that though? And it fits nicely around. It's not too high at all. So I could totally deal with this and it wouldn't like drive me nuts. because I hate when gems get stuck in my hair. So yeah, so I found these cute little stars. I think you get about 10. And then also preparing for summer, I noticed they had like seashells and starfish. So I grabbed a couple of the little tiny seashells in pink and white. But look, they have like almost not really an iridescent, but kind of like a rose gold pink. And then they have like the little pearl in the center. And then I also got them in white. So let me just show you guys one of these so you can see how big they'd be on the nail. Come here. Okay, so these do not have too much of focus. These are not curved on the back too much. That might be kind of a pain in the butt, but they still are a nice small size, as you can see. And they don't, oh, come on. They're not too high off the nail, a little bit higher than I'd probably like, but it's a cute little seashell. Look at this little seashell. She's so cute. So I cannot wait to use these on like a cute little summer set. I got a bunch of like cute little summer stickers where you guys see them. They are so cute. Okay, and then I got the same thing just in white. So exact same charms. Or are these blue? I think they're white, but they almost look like they have a bit of iridescence to them. It's super cute. I love these. So yeah, so cute little seashells for the summer. I think they do have a little bit of a blue to them. I'm not crazy. There is blue in there. There is. These are blue. Yeah, they're blue. Cute. Okay, so let's jump into glitter now. So one of my favorite glitter stores on Aliexpress is the Colors World. They can be a little pricey though. These are like very nice glitters, high end. So I don't tend to buy like collections like this of glitters too often, because like these could be like, I think this was, sometimes the prices aren't too bad. I think this was around $8-10 maybe, and I think you get like 10 colors. And this was one of their newer collections. So like I said, I only do this once or twice a year. But my idea to buy the whole collection was when I did that giveaway before, I kind of mixed my own glitter for the winner. So I thought, maybe I'll do that again. So I wanted to get some more like bright, fun colors. And when I saw these, they look so cool. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, wow, 10, 11, 12 colors. And they're every color of the rainbow. So let's take a look at all of them real quick. And I've got containers to put these in. So there was like 3 different white colors, but so you get 3 grams. Now they did have a way where you could get 5 grams or 10 grams, but for my purposes, 3 is more than enough for me. But look at, these are just some really pretty iridescent glitter with some hexies. Look at how pretty, like for summer nails, like seashells. How pretty, look at that. I don't think there's enough to actually like open it and show you guys. I know how Jess sometimes like squeezes it up, but I don't think there's enough in here to do that. So we'll just show you guys this way. And I'm not going to spill it out because just that would be a disaster, especially with how much I knock things over. So here's one of the white colors, just like more like rainbow, very pretty sheer glitters. You can mix this in top coats or just tap it into a look. And then they also had this white with kind of this, I guess, yellow flip. Oh my gosh, look at this color. How pretty is this? Look at that. And this whole collection will be linked below. I think you could probably even have bought these separate, maybe. Sometimes they'll let you buy the colors separately. Look at that. Okay, and this one is more of like the pink to green white. Look at that. Pretty. Ooh, like your typical mermaid. pretty are these? I'd love to just tap these into a look. Okay, I tried to keep them in rainbow order. Probably should have opened these ahead of time, but I wanted to show you guys how they come packaged. So then we have this pretty yellow, this nice bright sunny yellow. It's not a neon, but it's like a sun, like sunny yellow. But look at how pretty that yellow is. Okay, and then we have an orange. And I keep mine in like these little containers, so I'm going to repot all these and just keep them in one container, and each one of these will have their own little pot. Ooh, look at this color. This is like an orange. Not, like I said, not quite a neon, but it's a nice bright orange with these pretty little iridescent little hexies. Trying to spread it out so you can see. It's kind of freaking my camera out. So yeah, so you have a nice orange. Then you've got a couple pinks. Got like a lighter pink and a little bit of a darker one. So here's the baby pink. I just love the flip in these. Like, they're so unicorny. And the color is pretty, what I'm seeing in the camera is pretty much what I'm seeing in real life. So you've got this nice baby pink, and then you've got this darker pink. And then we'll get into stickers, because I have so many stickers to show you guys. So many. I wanted to get this video up, you know, so you can still order things before any additional tariffs kick in. If they do, you know, so far it looks like they've all kind of been canceled before they kick in too much. So hopefully that'll happen again. Because I still want to be able to buy my pretty little glitters. I love these. I want to be able to buy them. So I have like 2 more orders coming even now this morning. Today is April 12th? 13th. Today's April 13th. And I made an order this morning because I'm like, if I do it by Aliexpress choice, it could still get here before May 2nd. May 2nd is when, if you guys didn't know, the de minimis clause might end, and that's to where there's no tariffs under orders from China under $800. So then we wouldn't have to pay the tariffs as long as your order is under $800. But apparently they're canceling that, which means you'd probably have to pay tariffs on everything. Even $20 orders would now be $40 with 100% tariff if he keeps them at that high level. Hopefully he won't. And he'll reduce it to like 10 or 30%. But just crazy. But once again, not getting too much into politics. But I don't like it. I want to be able to buy my pretty things. Leave me alone. Let me buy my pretties. So we have this pretty purple color. Really pretty. I love this blue. I think this is one of my favorite colors that came. Look at this pretty blue. Ooh, look how pretty. It's like a really pretty lake blue with like this gold iridescent glitter. See how the shimmer is in there? Can you imagine just tapping this into like ocean nails or snowflake nails? Pretty. So just a really pretty light blue. Then we got a couple greens. So here is kind of more, I don't know, we've got like a dark, kind of a medium, and a light, just to show you all 3 together. I guess it would kind of go like that. So light, medium, dark. So this would be the darker one, but it's not dark at all. I would say this is like a light green, but this would have been so pretty in shamrock nails for St. Patty's Day. It's just such a pretty green. And the shimmer is just beautiful. Look at that. Okay, let's do the medium green. And then the light green. I think that's all the colors for the glitter, but isn't this pretty? Just love when I get to buy these glitter collections. Like I said, I don't do it often. So this is not quite a neon green, but it's very bright. It's a very bright neon green with really pretty gold shimmer as well. Just love these. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So you got like glitter dust, and then you've got like little chunkies in there too. But they're not too big. See, I got a little bit on my finger. Okay, and let's look at this lighter green. This is almost a yellow. This is probably the most neon. It's almost like a pastel highlighter yellow, if you will. But still, like I said, it's not like bright, 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 bright. If you tap that in a look, it won't be too much. So this is the lightest green. Really pretty. So that is all the glitters from this collection. So you had every color of the rainbow: pink, white, purple, green, orange. So just beautiful. Okay, let's go to stickers. I think we've done, yeah, we did the foils, we did the glitters, we did the crystals, the charms, yeah. So we're going to stickers now. I'm going to try to go through these. I see we're already at 36 minutes, so I'm going to try to keep this to under an hour. So I'm going to try to go through them fast because we have a lot of stickers. So I grabbed these cute little bunnies with the little bows and the hearts. I just felt like there were so many options on this for spring. Like you've got roses. Look, there's like even a cuff right there. You could do like around your cuticle. You've got like flowers. And look at the bunnies. Look at his little face. Oh, he's so cute. He's holding something. I don't know what he's holding, but you've got like this pretty lace. And look at the stars. And there's bows and everything. So just so much you could do with this. So cute. Okay. And then we also got some pretty white and pink hearts with some little like cherries and bows. And they have a little crystal. These are so pretty. Look at that one right in the center with like the cherries. How pretty is that? Look at that. Boom, right there. A little cherry. Really pretty. Okay, here's some of the summer ones. I'm getting to the summer ones. Look at this, you guys. Look at how sparkly. Look at the jellyfish. Look at his little face. Look at it. And then you've got like this guy. Almost kind of look like they're like bagged fish in a way, but you've got some really pretty seashells. Look, a little like stingray. Look at the seashell right there. That's so pretty. So let me up close show you how cute these little fishies are. And they've got the prettiest flip to them. Look at that. Look at all these sea stars, starfish, seashells. Oh my God, I love this. Look at how pretty. And we've got some more little fishies. These are like dolphins. And they have, it's really pretty like pink or blue flip to them. And then there's little bubbles too. It even says the word dolphin. You've got like little stars and little bubbles. How cute would that be for summer nails? And I love the flip on these. Oh, oh, oh. Everything's falling over. And then we've got some more really flippy ones. These have a really pretty like holographic flip to them. And they've got kind of like these little pearl lines running through them. But so these are like what, mermaid tails? I give you the full shot. And then I'll do the close-up. Show you that pretty flip. But here's all the different designs. I just loved these with the little pearls running through them, if that's what they are. Here's more kind of similar to the last one, but also different. So these are a little more pastel, but they still have that really pretty flip. Isn't that gorgeous? So you have like some nice long jellyfish and some little stars, and then again with the mermaid tails. I just love like the pastel colors in this one. And then we've got some little waves. I don't think these have any flip to them now, but just some pretty little waves and seashells, and they're a little textured. Look at this one. How long would that be on a nail? You'd probably have to like cut that a little bit, but still would be really pretty. And these have some little pearls in them, but lots of cute little waves and seashells. Oh, these next ones are really cool. Don't know if you've seen kind of that mirror trend going around, but look at these. Like there's mirror stickers. These are like a colorful mirror sticker. Look at that. So a bunch of different like seashells, and they have like this mirror background. Isn't that cool? Look at that. So a bunch of different seashells. I just thought these were so cool. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. And here's some more. Look at these, you guys. Oh my God. They're like little bags of fish. Like actually little bags of fish. Like when you went to a fair and you would get little goldfish. But these are actually like, there's a starfish in this one. Let me see if I can show you better. Yeah. See? See the fish in the bags? And there's different little ones. So this one has little jellyfish. And there's, I think that's a seahorse. And there's some more. There's a little crab. Look at a little crab. How cute are these? This one's like a starfish. That one's like a little goldfish. But look at these. How cute. And look at the pretty little flip. And then you've got seashells, you know, if you didn't want to put a little bag of fish on your nails. There's plenty of other options. Look at that. So cute. And because it's like jelly, it actually looks like there's water in the bag and everything. They're still thin though, see? Super thin, but how clever is that? I love it. Okay, one more oceany one. I love these ones too. These kind of have like a little bit of like a gold stamping around them, but just really pretty pastel seashells, all different kinds, little bubbles, and then they've got that gold flip to them. Really, really, really pretty. So I am all set for summer season. I think I have more coming though, but so I have another haul coming, guys, that I'm going to try to get up in the next week and a half, get it up as fast as I can so that you guys still have time to buy if you wanted before, you know, tariffs kick in. But, you know, like I said, it's quite possible that they're going to be reduced a lot before they even kick in. So I'm trying not to freak out about these things because so far everything has gone back before they actually kick in too hard. So let's just hope that happens again. But look at these cute little flowers. Like these are great for summer. And there's some really bright greenery in these. These are really pretty. Kind of got like some tassels. I love these. And then we've got some more little flowers. And these have little pearls. I feel like I've hauled something similar to these before. Maybe this is just them in a different kind, but I love the roses. Look how delicate they are. And once again, with these type of stickers, guys, cut a little hole in here and rip this top coating off. It'll make it so much easier to get your stickers off. There's actually a coating over this. I just found that out just a few weeks ago. And I used it to get this sticker off the sticker sheet it was on, this little flower. And then I encapsulated it. Like, you cannot feel it at all. And that was a pretty big sticker because I used the Gin Bee Crazy top coat, the thick one. That stuff is magic. It makes you encapsulate anything. Now look at these gorgeous rainbow flowers. So they come in the little vases. I don't know if I would really put like a vase on my nails. I might just like cut that off, just cut the bottom off and just use the flowers. But look at all these rainbowy flowers and little bouquets, and you have so many choices. Like this one, I've been so pretty just on this nail. Look, that purple one. But this is these are one of my most favorite flowers that I hauled in this one. These are gorgeous rainbow flowers. And then I got a couple like this, of like this wildflower bouquet style. So they're really bright though. The color is really pretty. And I love like the bluebell ones. I'll show you guys the close-up. There's even some little wording. Pile is starting to fall over. And then this is kind of the same one as the last one, slightly different. This is more flat, but more pretty little wildflowers and butterflies. You have some pink and purple and blue and white butterflies. So this could make like a really pretty spring look. I might use these next. These pretty, just cute little wildflowers. Okay. So we have more wildflowers. This is actually just like the other one, the exact kind. This is just a little more with a little bit of a shiny reflect. They're called shiny, so they have a teeny bit of iridescence, if you can see. If you guys hear anything in the background, I'm sorry. My neighbor has music playing. My other neighbor upstairs has a young baby, and baby's crying all day. So there's just so much noise, but usually I don't end up hearing it when I'm editing the video. So you guys probably can't hear anything. So, but if you can, I'm sorry. But yeah, just a teeny tiny bit of an iridescent flip on these. Not even too much. Probably would just see it if you turned your nail a little bit into the light. But same one as the last one, just a little bit shiny. And then look at these pretty flowers. So these are like some little iridescent tulips. They have a really, really, really pretty flip. And they even have like some gold stamping around them. Might be able to see them better like this. For some reason, this sticker sheet is freaking my camera out. And it won't focus. Hope you guys can see it. Focus. It is really freaking my camera out. We'll keep it down here. But yeah, just some pretty little tulips with some gold stamping around. Really sparkly and pretty. And then we have some more little wildflowers here. Different colors, like rainbow colors. Aren't these pretty? I love like the veining in the flowers. They actually make them look real. And these are not raised, but they have a little bit of texture to them. But you could definitely like cover that up. So yeah, really pretty. Then we have some, I don't know what kind, like designs, geometric designs. And some really cute little flowers. Let's see, do these have a flip to them? Yep, just a little bit. These have a teeny bit of a little iridescence to them. But just some really pretty. Just something different for spring, you know, a little more geometric. Okay, look at these pretty little pink flowers, and once again in little vases and frames, and these ones have little gold beads. So let's do the close-up. Pretty. You've even got a little bit of beading at the bottom. These would be pretty for like oh my God, look at the little bear. I didn't even notice him. There's a little bear. Oh, he's so cute. I didn't even see him. Yeah, it is a bear. Oh, I was going to say these would be cute for Valentine's Day. Look at the little bear hiding out. Those are cute. Okay, and I got a ton of flower ones. Obviously, we're getting ready for spring. These are really cool, though. I love the frames around these. They almost look like they're like little gems. These are really cool. They have a little bit of gold around the borders, too. See? But really pretty. Okay. Then we've got these pretty little sunflowers, and these are iridescent, and they have a little rhinestone on them. So just lots of different cute little sparkly little sunflowers. I love that one. Let's do the close-up. Yeah, I like these ones. That would be really pretty with like a light yellow. So pretty. Look at these ones. These ones I think were called like honeybee because they have like little jars of honey. Now they're iridescent, so it's kind of hard to see like the jar of honey. But there's little like bees on here. Little flowers. Little honeycombs. But it's really pretty color I don't see very often. This kind of like orangey iridescent color. I don't see that very often. So that's really cute. Different. And then we got, oh my God, everything is falling. Stop it. Then I don't know if you guys can see these very well, but there's some really, really thin little pink and green flowers. These are like super light and delicate. You almost can't even see them. Guess we'll have to stick them here. But yeah, look how cute those are. But these would be really light on a nail look. Give you the bigger shot. We still have so many more. This is a big haul. Like I said, I wanted to get as much in as I could so I can show you guys so you can buy things now. Look at the little birdies. And these cherry blossom nails. If you guys saw my nails last time I did cherry blossoms, this would have really helped me to have these cherry blossom stickers. Yeah, pretty birds, little cherry blossoms, and they have a little bit of a flip to them. Oh my God, sorry, shook the camera. And now we're going into some butterflies. Get these pretty little iridescent butterflies. Show you the whole thing. So they're really like pastel. They have that iridescent little flip to them. And they're kind of like different shaped. So pastel butterflies and flowers. And then we've got these blue ones. These have a little bit of a pearl and a teeny bit of a little flip to them. I love these. They're pretty. Love the pearl on them. And just that little bit of color on the wings. Super pretty. Okay. And we've got some more flowers. These are like some pastel little flowers, and they do have that little bit of that iridescence to them. I really like to like the cluster ones like that one. Like just to go around the nail. I'll show it to you this way. I love that green color. Oh, these are one of my favorites too. This is one of my favorite stickers I bought because these look so real to me. Look at these different little flowers and like just like the veining on there, that little bit of texture just to me makes them actually look real. And then they have like gold around them, see? Look at all the different choices you get. Look at, they've got like that, the little baby's breath and the greenery. This is probably one of my all-time favorite stickers I've ever got because they just look so real. Love those. Those are a must-have. And we've got some more butterflies, some pastel blue. Little butterflies with a little bit of iridescence, a little bit of twinkle. Lots of different choices. Their stickers are just getting so good. So I'll be so gutted and devastated if I can't get my stickers anymore. Or I can only get it like a couple times a year because it'll just be so expensive to get them. You know, $20 for an order like this is one thing, but $40 or $50 just to pay a tariff? No. And you know, we can't get these here. These aren't something that we can get anywhere else other than Aliexpress. Makes me so sad. But I have enough where I got another haul already in the pipe. I've got a couple more orders coming, so I should be good for a while. Look at these. Look at that. I'm trying not to talk too much about politics on this video. And we got some pretty little green. Oh, look at how pretty this green is. Those are really pretty. There's like a tiny bit of gold on some of them, but these look, I love like the coloring. I haven't really got to look at these. Oh, these are kind of like steampunk. Okay. Steampunk butterflies. We like it. Look at that pretty butterfly right there. The one with the gold. I'll give you the full shot. You can see it. And then we've got some more butterflies. I got to speed this up. We're almost at an hour. But look at these. Look at the pretty gold around these. Let's do the close-up. I like the ombre on the wings where it goes from like lighter blue to darker blue, almost to like a purple. Okay. The pile is just getting out of control. Ooh, these are a good one too. I love the color of these butterflies. Like pink, but it almost goes to like a green and a blue. Look at this flower right here. Let's see if I can show you better. These are pretty. These are almost like a jelly texture. There's a little bit of iridescent in the wings again. But like, look at this like long butterfly right here. So pretty. Another one that just gives you so many choices. I just love the coloring. The like light pink to the baby blue. So pretty. Okay, we got a couple more butterflies. Look at these. Purple. These are so rainbowy. Pretty much look just like what you guys are seeing on the picture. Look at that. Look at that flip. These are so pretty. And then I think I have this in another color wave. Yeah, I do. These are more like a yellow. Yep, kind of yellow. Pretty though, right? I love butterflies. So pretty. Then we have these butterflies. These kind of have like a jelly, that jelly kind of effect. I love finding these stickers. This is like what I feel like I'm good at, is finding nail stickers. Pretty. We have a couple of these butterflies. Uh-oh. There we go. So two of these are white and these are pink. So just a bunch of little iridescent little pink butterflies in different little clusters. Whoops, look at how like long this one is. If you had a long nail, a butterfly is flying right up your nail. These are so pretty, and there's so many different choices on here. And then we have them in white too. These are really pretty. Just like that white iridescence. Show you all of them. Pretty, pretty little iridescent butterflies. Oh, I keep shaking you. And here are some, I think I have two of these kinds too, just in different colors. These are some really pretty like blue butterflies, and I like the little kind of like flowers coming off of them. And then you can almost like make your own if you wanted to. There's a tiny bit of iridescent on these wings too. So I got these, and then I got them in purple too, of course. Look at these though. These I feel like have more iridescent than the blue ones did. Maybe they're just showing up better, the iridescence. But how pretty would these be on a nail look? Pretty little purple butterflies. And then I got a couple of like this style, these kind of like vintage butterflies. I just thought they were so different than anything else I have. And I like how they have like the little cherry blossoms on there too. Aren't these cool? Just different. I don't have anything like them. They almost look like fabric. So we got those, and then we got them. This isn't like my favorite coloring, but for fall, like, see what I mean about how it looks like fabric? But for fall, these would be so cute. I like that one right there, this butterfly. You've got some flowers and other cute little stuff, but this is just different. I haven't seen this color before. And then we found this kind, more like orange. There you go. You can see these. Look, there's even like some letters. How did they figure that out just to put like the R and the K? What if you don't have an R and a K in your name? Once again, really unique coloring. This would be perfect for fall. I'm running out of room for stickers. I didn't realize I knew I had a lot of stickers, but I didn't realize I had this many. We're going to go through a couple of this style now. These like geometric kind of tassel-y hearts. Look at that flower. Look at that rose. That is so pretty. I love how these look kind of gemstone-y. They look like they're crystals or gems. You've got like frames so you can kind of make your own. But isn't the flip on this really pretty? So I think I got this in a couple like silver, gold, different colors. So yep, here's that exact same one, just in silver. It's kind of cool to see when I get them in like silver and gold. Kind of pick which color you like. Then we got this kind with like this green kind of turquoise blue gemstone look. They're really pretty. Like, look at that. Look at that little bit of yellowing in there. That really makes it look like a gem. You've got so many different styles and choices. So just throw them right there. And then we got these ones. I think these are just like the other ones. They are. These must be like hot stamping, I think they call it. Yeah, see, they have those roses again. Show you the flip. Pretty. Okay. I think we're almost done with the, yeah, this is the last gemstone one. This is another one of the flower ones. I think this is hot stamping just in the silver. There's just a little bit something different with these hot stamping ones. Just the reflect is just a little different. Look how rainbowy this one is, this heart up here. I think you can see it better here. Okay, and then I got some of these just plain purple stickers. This was, I think I bought these when I was ordering the magnet, so I just wanted to throw something else in. So these are just some pretty little purple foiled flowers. Oh, here's some more gemmy ones, more gemstones. They had so many of these. That's like, this is like that mirror effect I showed you earlier, but this has like a jelly like finishing. Look at how cool these are. I love these. How cool would that look on a nail? Any one of these little designs. I have got to use these. I love that jelly coating over them. And then we got the same ones just in silver. Wow, look at these. Look at that. Look at that color. These are so damn cool. Are like a must-have. How cool would these be? And then you put like that gin bee top coat over this and like encapsulate it. Or like do like magnetic behind it or chrome under it. These would look so cool. Look at that. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with these little gemstone ones. Obviously, because I bought every single kind they had. Oh, these are pretty too. So many different kinds. You got a little bit of like diamonds up there. Give you the full shot. Okay, I think these are some of the best stickers I think I've ever hauled. And this is the same one as the other one, just in gold. But yeah, no, I think I found some of the best stickers I have ever hauled in this video. And the next video is going to be really good too. Look at these, you guys. How cute are these? I don't know if these are like a Y2K style. It took me a while to even figure out what they were, but they're like bows, little moons, like little hearts, little different little bows. These are so pretty. So different from anything I have. And I love like the rainbow-ness of them. Like you even have like a little flower right there. Just some cool little designs on this. These are so cute. For any of you guys who like kawaii nails or pastel goth, you would love these. Or if you just want to do a cute little rainbow set. And then we got these cute little like cuticle rings, cuticle rings on these little hearts. They also had them in silver and gold, but of course I got the rainbow. You could put them right there. And they have like different sizes. So they have like small to big. And they are like a little iridescent, just a little bit. And then I don't know why I bought these, probably because of the flowers, but I don't usually like stickers with wording. So I probably got it for like the little individual flowers, like the little lavender ones, or like these little like daisies, like the little purple flowers. And they're cute. The wording's cute. It says like, I love you. Just don't typically use words. Okay, just a few more, guys. And then we got these pretty little pink and blue bows, different little designs. And then there's even like some little cherries. I don't think you can see them best like this. And then we've got some of these pretty, these are going to be hard to see. Kind of like green and like a very light pink. There we go. Oh, yeah, now you can see them with a little pearl. Really delicate, really cute. They've got like these random little butterflies and little roses. You could put like them in the frame if you wanted to. And they're iridescent. And there's a lot actually going on this sheet. Okay, and then I got a couple like this, these really like light toned iridescent flowers. Yeah, you can see them better like this. Just like a bunch of different kinds, like larger designs. Then you even have a couple like smaller ones, like side accents. So really pretty, and they come with like a little diamond. And this kind of similar, not quite the same, but these are more like purple flowers. Look how pretty these are. These also have the little diamond. So I got two of these. It took me a minute to figure out if these were the same or different, but they're different. One of them I think is considered embossed because it has a little bit more detail in the flowers, like a little bit more texture. And these are a little more like shiny. See, you can see the difference. But yeah, both really pretty. Give you a different effect. And then I got these cute little bows. Look how darling these are. I like the little laces. And like this one. It's like little bow to the butterfly. How sweet is that? They're just so cute. And they have a little bit of iridescence to them too. And then I got a couple kind of like white ones like that with the iridescence. I just liked the design on these. I thought they were really pretty. See? That would be so pretty. Love these. These are great, just staple. And then I got these white ones too. See how pretty? Like just right in the corner. I just like the designs on these. And they have like a little pearl on them too. Look at these flowers. These are so cool. These are a great just staple sticker to have. Just to quickly throw on over any color. Oh, these are really nice too. These are kind of like vintage angels. They have a little bit of texture. But they're matte. But they also have like wildflowers on them. But then like, see, that's an angel right there. They have like little angels. But I probably, knowing me, sorry, I had a little itch. Got it for the wildflowers, like these little like pink ones. They're like little bouquets. I just thought these were really pretty. Pretty for spring. And then we got a couple of these like smaller flowered ones. These like almost barely can even see that they're flowers. They're super small. I don't even know how to show you guys these. But they have like, what are they, gold? Gold or silver? I think they're silver. Can't even tell. But yeah, just some pretty like rainbowy little teeny tiny flowers. They're cute. And then we got these little like white ones with the gold. Pretty. We're almost done, guys. Just a few more, literally, last few. Three or four. So I got a couple of these like camellia, I think they're called camellia flowers. But they're really textured. But still super thin. So just some pretty like white flowers with a little bit of like a blue leaf. And then I got the same thing. This is that exact same sticker sheet, but this is like gold stamped. That's pretty. Okay. It must be filmed from somebody else. But last one here, we have these pretty white and kind of yellow. Looks like a yellow. Little butterflies and flowers. Pretty. Okay, guys, and that was everything in this absolutely massive mega hauls. I think we went through probably like 60 stickers. We had foils, we had crystals, we had gems, we had glitter. Tons of stuff in this haul. I hope you guys liked it. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back really soon with another video very, very soon because I have another huge haul and tons more things to show you guys. So everything will be linked below. Most of this I got on Aliexpress. So all of it, they're new items, but you can get them under Aliexpress Choice. So the shipping will come within 7 to 10 days. So if you want to order anything, it'll all be linked below. Not sponsored, nothing, none of this is sponsored. I buy it all on my own. I just like to show you guys it because it's so fun. But yep, I'll see you guys in the next one in the next week or two. And leave me a comment or like below. I really appreciate any support. I read all the comments. I try to answer all the comments. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.